Hey, friends. This is Martine Williams, and I am obsessed with all things Mompreneur Life and helping you to remix your priorities, your habits, your mindsets, and yes, even your relationships so that you can build a successful business without losing yourself in the process. I'm also obsessed with the color turquoise and lyrics of the 80s and 90s, but that's beside the point. Girlfriend, you don't have to hustle 24/7, 365 and continue to sacrifice your health, your relationships, and your sanity to be a successful mompreneur. As a small town girl living in a lonely world to a six-figure mompreneur, I am here to teach you how. There is a better way, and this podcast is your one-stop shop for all of the how-tos, the encouragement, the life hacks, the success tips, and of course, a little side of tough love. This is the Mompreneur Life Remixed podcast. So let's do this. Welcome back, friends, to the Mompreneur Life Remixed podcast. I'm your host, Martine Williams, and today is my 2-year anniversary as a podcaster. I really cannot believe how fast these 2 years have gone by. And I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes just to celebrate that, literally just let it sink in that you have been loyal listeners for 2 years. You've had an opportunity to hear from amazing guests, my Turquoise Talk guests, and I have lots more coming up the rest of this summer and into the fall. And it's just a really exciting time for me as I launched my new website, launched the new brand, and all of the feedback that you all have given me. And you've been such a great support system and encouragement and co-creators of the content. And so congratulations to you as well for taking the time to invest in your personal and professional development by tuning into the podcast each week. And it may not be my podcast you're listening to every week, but if it is, thank you so much. And thank you for sharing these episodes with your family and your friends and your network. I'm a words of affirmation girl. So any reviews that you have left, and if you haven't left one yet, I'd love in celebration of this 2-year anniversary for you to go and leave a review. And actually, I'm going to do a giveaway now that I think about it for those who go and leave a review on the show. Wherever you're listening from, I will put all your names in a drawing and send you some cool swag. How about that? So happy 4th of July. I hope you had a great holiday weekend with your family and friends. This summer is flying by. And as you know, my son is heading off to college in the fall. And so we have been really, really busy with student orientation, and we always have visitors this time of year. But a thought that's been on my mind for a while, and I've been wanting to kind of put out an episode on this topic, is a letting go is a letting in. And I want you to think about that. I want you to think of, what are you holding on to right now, whether it be out of habit, out of expectation, out of comfortableness, out of security? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of so that you can let in something else, something that'll help you grow, something that may challenge you? Maybe it's a relationship that you need to let go. We often cling onto things that are no longer serving us. It's interesting when I'm coaching my clients and just the thought processes that we know are not serving us and that are not serving them, how they still hold on to them. And it's almost like it's a comfort, right? It's a comfort because it's a thought that you've always thought, or it's an action that you've always taken. And so you cling to that. Whether it be a toxic relationship or a job that drains us or a belief system that limits us, it can be difficult to let go. However, when we let go, then it allows us to let in new opportunities, new growth, and new fulfillment. You know, if you've been following my story for any amount of time, that I let go of a pretty big deal, right? In January of 2022, I let go of a huge career that I had built and so thankful for, and I'm still thankful for it. And it's part of my story. And this, I also saw this posted the other day on social media, just how sometimes we have this negative thought, right? When we're letting go of a season, we're letting go of a job, we're letting go of a past career or relationship. And it may not be a negative. It could be that was the stepping stone. My career with 31 was a stepping stone and a preparation zone for where the Lord is guiding me next. And so as hard as it was to let go of, I have no negative feelings whatsoever about or negative thoughts about it. And it's almost like sometimes I see people making that transition and they are letting go of a season, and it's like looked upon as a negative thing. And I just want to encourage you today that it probably is preparing you or has prepared you for where the Lord is going to take you next. Now, obviously, if it's a toxic relationship, that's completely different, but you did learn something through that relationship, good or bad, right? Whether the relationship was good or bad, you did learn something from that about yourself, learned how to allow people to treat you or not treat you. But I really want to open your mind to this concept of letting go and give you some helpful tips today on how to do that. We become stuck when we hold on to things that are no longer serving us. It kind of creates a resistance in our lives, and we're unable to move forward and reach our full potential. So letting go allows us to release this resistance and open up ourselves to new experience and possibilities. If I would not have let go of the thought, is anybody going to listen to my podcast? Or I have to do this all by myself. I can't afford to invest in a podcast team. Like if I would not have let go of some of those thoughts, then I wouldn't be here 2 years later. Right? I had to let go of those things to let in the encouragement, let in the help that I needed, let in these new opportunities to get my message out to those who are looking for what I have to offer through coaching and speaking and just sharing my message about mompreneurs and mompreneur life and how it needs to be remixed. I mean, I still see so much, but it's starting to get better. I feel like just the hustle culture that's out there and it's all or nothing mentality. And we just don't have to have that. So it's easier said than done, obviously, to let go, especially those habits that we've had, those thought patterns that we've had. It's hard to let go of something that you really love. I really loved my career with 31. I loved the relationships that I've formed. I loved the opportunities there that grew me as a person, as a mom, as a wife, grew my faith. So I'm not saying this is an easy thing to do, but, and it can be scary to kind of step into that unknown. Believe me, it's very, very scary to step into the unknown, especially when it doesn't make sense on paper to make these decisions. But I had to, kind of have my hands open, with these things because you can't receive what's coming next with closed fists. And I've shared this before when I've done some virtual keynotes, but I want you to think about that. If your hands are, if you have fists and you're clenched on, you're holding on to something that you know is not serving you, that you know you probably need to let go of. Like you can't receive something with closed fists, right? It's really hard to receive a gift if your hands are closed. So I just want to encourage you to feel the discomfort, allow that in, let go of the, I don't want to feel uncomfortable. If we're willing to feel anything, we're willing to do anything. So allow yourself to be uncomfortable. Allow yourself to maybe feel some of the fear, maybe feel some of the anxiety. Like those are real emotions. And if you're in the process of letting go of something, those are going to flood forward, right? But I want you to have the thought that I'm letting go so that I can let in what the Lord has next for me. Because that discomfort is temporary. It's kind of like when you go to the gym and you haven't been to the gym in a while. And summertime for me, it's a little hit or miss with my workouts. I mean, I walk every day, but like my lifting workouts. And it's really uncomfortable when you get back into it and your muscles haven't been challenged in that way. And what do? If you don't push through that, if you don't allow to feel that discomfort for a little while, then you're just going to keep getting sore. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep lifting the weights. You have to keep moving your body. And it's the same thing with this. This discomfort of letting go is temporary. I promise you. And you will be so thankful that you let go of what you know is no longer serving you so that you can let in what is meant to serve you. It's a form of self-care. This is like the adulting, right? We have to make these decisions that are in our best interest, even if it doesn't make sense to others, even if, again, on paper, it doesn't make sense, or you have people that are just not understanding, when I felt called by God to leave 31, leave my career behind, it wasn't a conference call. And so not everybody's going to understand it. But I knew that it was what I needed to do. I knew I needed to let that go. And I fought it. Y'all have heard me share my story before. I have fought it, but it creates space for ourselves to focus on what truly matters. It creates space for other opportunities to come my way. And so even though it was hard, it was a form of self-care for myself. I didn't even realize it until, I was obedient to move into that season of rest and truly rest. I was having a conversation with one of my coaching clients the other day about this. Rest doesn't have to mean you're sitting around on the couch all day. That's not what I've been doing. It can be an active rest, right? Where I was journaling and praying and reading some books. And so I wasn't just sitting around doing nothing, but it was a form of self-care for me that I did not realize that I needed. So just know the benefits could be long lasting of letting go of those things that are limiting you or holding you back.
Hey friend, so you have been trying to make some shifts this year. Maybe you set some resolutions and you're just feeling stuck. You don't feel like you're making progress, or you're just not sure what to do. And you've heard me say this before, but being stuck is a mindset, not a position. And this is where a coach comes in to support you. Because here's what I know to be true about you, friend. If you could have done it alone, you would have already done it, period. And as a life coach and a certified PDP professional, I specialize in using a research-based personality and performance survey called the ProScan to illuminate how your unique personality and natural strengths, your work and life environments are influencing real-time performance. So here's what you need to do. Go to the link in the show notes and book your free clarity call to learn more about how I can support you in your goals. I can't wait to illuminate your strengths, cultivate your confidence, and elevate your life.
So I want to, again, it's a powerful act of self-care and growth that can unlock new opportunities and experience. So next time you find yourself kind of clinging, that's even more reason to pause and really do some reflection and maybe do some journaling and maybe have some conversations like, why am I feeling this discontentment? Why am I feeling like I'm really wanting to hold on to this thing when I know I should be letting go of it? It's not a loss, it's a gain. And I want you to think of it in that way. Because I did grieve for a little while. I will be honest, I did grieve like letting go of that season because it was such a powerful season for me on so many levels. I mean, I think back to the person I was before I became an entrepreneur with 31 and the woman that I am today. She's completely different. She has grown. She has been challenged. She has learned how to grow a successful business and keep her family a priority. And it's wild when I look back. So just know that this is not a loss. Whatever is coming to your mind right now, they're like, I really need to let this go. There's going to be a gain. There's going to be a gain. I want you to hold on to that thought that letting go is a letting in. It's a crucial part of personal growth and development. It allows you to move forward and create space. So let me share with you just some tips to kind of help you. Number one is really that awareness around recognizing what is no longer serving you. Like take an honest look at your life and identify what no longer brings you joy and fulfillment. Are you just doing it because it's what you've always done? Are you in that career because it's just what you've always done, but you know you have this other passion? It doesn't have to become a career. It could just be a passion project that kind of fulfills that joy in your life. But what is not serving you anymore? Like do some self-awareness around that. I kind of walk my coaching clients through this and we go through the 10 key areas of life to kind of figure out like, where is some of that discontentment coming from? And then what can we do about it? But just be honest. This is just something for you to do. Be honest with yourself so that you can identify what no longer brings you joy or fulfillment. Practice self-compassion. Letting go can be difficult and emotional. So be gentle with yourself and give yourself time to process all of those feelings. Again, from experience, the feelings are going to come on weird days and you're going to have all kinds of emotions. So just allow yourself to feel those and be gracious with yourself. Focus on the present instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Focus on the present moment. Be where your feet are. If you're feeling led to let go of something, just be there. Be in that moment. Allow yourself to think, to journal, to have those conversations around that. And this will help you to stay grounded and centered in this and not looking too far ahead in fear of, oh my goodness, what happens if I let this thing go? Or looking back and going, well, I've just always done this. This is safe and comfortable. No, be where your feet are and really process it. I would also say seek support. Letting go is a journey, but it's not a journey you have to take alone. I did not walk through the seasons of letting go alone, whether it be letting go of my unbelief in my ability to be a podcaster or letting go of that 15-year career with 31. I did not walk through any of those alone. I had so much support from friends and family. Maybe, it's a toxic relationship that you feel like you need to let go of, and you might need a therapist to help you walk through that season. Don't not let go of something because you feel like you have to go it alone. There's too much support out there, friends, on all different levels that will meet your personality, will meet the needs that you have. I can't tell you how much support is really out there for you if you start looking for it. But if your thought is, I can't let go of this career, or I can't let go of this relationship because I'm on my own, or I have to do this alone, I don't know what to do, that's a lie. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. You can choose a thought. You can choose what you choose to think about a situation. So choose wisely and give that positive thought a little bit more airtime. Remember that it's a process. Letting go is a process. It's not an event. It takes time and effort, but the benefits are worth it. Again, it's worth putting in the reps at the gym, even when you're sore, even when you don't feel like going, it's worth it in the end. Just keep moving forward. Some other ones, practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful tool that can help you release those negative emotions and move forward, whether it's self-forgiveness or it's that toxic relationship. Maybe it's a business partner and you're feeling like you need to let go of that. Practice forgiveness of yourself and them for past mistakes. This is a big one. Embrace change. So again, letting go is a letting in is change. And we don't like change. We like prediction. We like the details. And a lot of times when you're letting go of something and letting something else in, you don't have all those details. I didn't have all those details. Most times I don't. I make the best decision I can with the information I have at the time, but change is inevitable, and learning to embrace it can help you let go of what no longer is serving you. This may mean trying new things. It may mean meeting new people. It may be pursuing different goals that you have not pursued before, as I have done this year with pursuing developing my own website and doing a rebrand. Like, that was all change, but it was all needed. And it was really a interesting process. I enjoyed the process. There were definitely times that were challenging for me, but I didn't go it alone. I had a team there as well, helping me with my copywriting and helping me with the rebrand and from a design perspective. And y'all know, my brand, when I first launched, kind of my personal brand was all around choose you. And that's been my baby for a long time. And having to let go of that, even though it's not fully gone, letting go of that being the main focus was hard, because it was like I spend so much time and energy on that. But I knew that there was something else I needed to let in. I knew there was something else that I needed to let into my expertise to help my clients. And that's where the Pro Scan has come in. And it's been great. But if I had been holding on to stubbornly the Choose You brand, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to keep pushing forward, even though I knew there was something else, then there would be no new website and new opportunities to serve my clients. So embrace the change that is going to come with the letting go. Cultivate gratitude. This would serve no matter whether you're letting go, letting in, whatever, but we always want to be cultivating gratitude, and focusing on what you're grateful for can really help shift your perspective and bring positivity into your life. It's a daily practice for me to choose and cultivate gratitude. In a world where, you cannot turn on the news or turn on the radio without hearing negative things, and it's really easy to be influenced by that. So starting my day with gratitude and cultivating that on a daily basis, to take time each day to reflect on what I appreciate, what brings me joy, is a game changer for my mindset as I'm letting go of relationships, or I'm letting go of, things in the business, and letting in those new opportunities. And lastly, I know I talk about this a lot, but setting boundaries. Letting go also means setting boundaries with people or situations that are no longer in alignment with your values or your goals. And this can be hard, right? Because people are used to you being the yes girl. They're used to you always being Miss Dependable and wearing that badge of honor of being busy, and people are coming to you. But if you're needing to let go of some of those responsibilities or letting go of some of those expectations so that you can let in new opportunities for growth, new opportunities to rest, then you're going to need to set those boundaries. And as a reminder, boundaries are not necessarily set to keep people out. They're there to keep you together. They're there to keep you whole. They're there to help you honor your own priorities and what matters most to you in this season. And saying no doesn't mean no forever. And it doesn't mean that you're a mean girl. It just means no for this season, no for right now. I appreciate the opportunity, but it's going to have to be a no right now. The more you say that and the more you feel confident in what is important to you right now and what you are trying to let in right now, is going to give you that confidence to say that 2-letter word that is so powerful that we don't like to say or hear, but it is important for your own well-being as you let go of what's no longer serving you so that you can let in what's next. So remember that letting go is a personal journey and everyone's experience is different. It's okay to take your time to seek support when needed. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you are opening up yourself to new possibilities and create space for a happier, more fulfilling life. I'm here to support you. I'd love to know, what is that for you right now? You can come over to Instagram. It's me. It's not a bot. And you can let me know, what are you letting go of right now? Or what are you feeling the need to let go of? And you're scared. You're scared to let go. You are feeling alone in that thought or in that direction. I'd love to know. I'd love to support you in that. So please feel free to come over to Instagram, send me a DM, let me know what you thought of today's episode. Celebrate with me this 2-year anniversary. It's pretty amazing, again, to look back and think, wow, we've done 93 episodes. We've had over 20,000 downloads of the episodes. It's crazy to me, but so exciting for the future and what's to come with Illuminate You coaching and my speaking opportunities. So let me put a shameless plug in here for you. I do believe the Pro Scan is an amazing opportunity for anyone who wants to really fully understand their true strengths, your unique challenges, so that you can maximize your performance and your fulfillment in life. I'd love to take you through the Pro Scan. So you can go to martinewilliams.com and see all of the opportunities that I have for one-on-one coaching, team development. Both would involve the Pro Scan, and also any opportunities to have me come and speak at one of your events. Well, thank you so much, friends, for tuning in today. Again, thank you so much for continuing to support my podcast, support my mission to help mompreneurs to illuminate their strengths, cultivate their confidence so that they can elevate their life. Y'all know I'm believing in you always. And I will catch you on our next episode.
Well, that's a wrap, friends, for this week's episode of the Mompreneur Life Remixed podcast. Thank you so much for listening and for following the show. It means so much to me. And listen, friend, sharing is caring. So if you loved this episode and thought of some fellow mompreneurs who could benefit, send them the link. Share this episode or take a screenshot and head on over to Instagram and share and tag me at Martine31Williams. We are connected on Instagram, right? It's where you will get all the fun behind the scenes of my life and business as a mompreneur. Until next time, know that I am believing in you always.